With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What's going on, guys? I'm going to try to do this from my other screens because you can see I got some issues with my trading software or my trading screens over there. Let me know if we're going to be all right here. Can you hear me? Everything cool? Give me a heads up. Are we good? Somebody tell me we're good. What's up, Ryan? Cool. All right. I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to go over to my screen and we should be good. What's up, Dolphin? Now, how is my video okay? Anybody new here? This normally isn't the setup, but my computer, Dell's coming Monday to fix. So I'm going to mess with that. I guess we're all right. Cool. And I guess everyone can see my screen. I got a little blurry here on my end for some reason, but I guess we're all right. What up, 9JA? Let me, need to get you a ranch, but I'm going to maybe do that another time. What's up, Jean-Paul? All right. Wanted to go live again. We had the sell-off overnight down to that 7,000 level I warned about. Here's the usual 4-hour chart. Never have done this show here by myself. I wanted to try it out because my other system fell out again today on me. So we've got, there we are in front of us. If we throw the signals from our software, I was talking to developers again Monday. I'm hoping to get that software still working better. Glad you like the Discord, Jean-Paul. We got like 105 people in there, I think, now, so we doubled that quickly. It was impulse. It can't be a triangle. No, I won't agree with you on that. But we're going to talk about that. The shorts, I'm not going to talk much about. Those that came off here dramatically. I haven't researched that enough, so we're going to stay away from that. That did get me bullish here, but let's go and look at what's up, Lodak, James Harris. Everybody knows up here at I guess let's bring this chart up because this is what we was looking at. This is when I said I thought that we could top out because I didn't like this formation. Looked like everybody was trying to buy, and we need to pull back to what could be the 7,000 area, which is what we did get. You know what you said, it's impulsive, but this was the first wave down. I had this marked as A, this is B, so C would be 5 waves down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completed. Or you could call it 1, 2, 3. This is the 4. We're going to get one more break, probably below 6,800 to scare everybody. That would be an ABC down. And that could be 1, 2, 3. Then we do a 4, and then another break down to maybe 66, 6,400. But I gave all those ideas last time we was live, so I talked about all that. Because once again, just so everybody is on the same table here, this could easily be 1, 2, and then somehow whether the 3's done or we're working on it, let's just say 3, 4, 5, and that would be the first part of an A down, come up for a B, hard down for a C again. That could be it. And actually, I think I've labeled that here. Yeah, I labeled that there already to show everybody. So let me get rid of that. Let's go back to what I really was calling it. I called this A live. I call that a B. And I'm calling this a C. And I might say it's completed. If not, triangle a little more here and then come down one more sell-off to complete this ABC. Then that's the first ABC of the big triangle. Or it's an ABC of a flat. I mean, the problem is the corrections can take a lot of different ways if you're doing Elliott wave. So on the software, there's Ripple. A lot of these charts are looking the same way. Volume continuing to hit new lows, while really we're just having 61% pullbacks on a lot of these coins. They're all looking somewhat the same. We'll bring up Bitcoin USD 5-minute intraday. I had this all on my trading setup, but not as easy over here. I just want to get live real quick. Here you can see the same thing. Let the volume load at the bottom. Now this has been moving in lockstep. I've been saying that. So we topped out at the exact same point. There's different ways to read this. This could be an ABC down, ABC up in 5 ways, which means we're ready to go to new highs immediately. So again, could have lightened up a little bit up there at 81.50 and then be a buyer down here, take a little bit of money out of it. I've been saying though, don't get rid of your bags because I still think we're bullish. I think money's coming from Fidelity and back and TD Ameritrade, etc. I will throw it in here before I forget. This just came out. Peter Brandt, some people like him, some don't. I always said he's pretty knowledgeable. Longtime trader. He is talking about this 10 count. I know he showed that before. Parabolic advance, and we did another 10 count. Even though today's sell-off would bring it back down, it still could be in another parabolic rise to, I think he's saying 50,000 now. So that could be interesting. He was saying it could pull back, but I think he did that after today's sell-off. So, but still, I think friendly longer term, like myself. What's up, Ryzen? Hey, Kawika. So, so again, called the high perfectly on the short-term basis. You see the big 5 red bars come in here hard down. But that could still be mopping up the end of a decline for this ABC to end, or I still think end here shortly. I did nibble a little bit down here. You never can tell for sure. This is Bitcoin USDT on the 5-minute. So my labels are not coming in. I'm not logged in over here. I'm not going to do that. I've had this counted out. I showed it on the last live broadcast where this was 5 waves up into this high. I explained since there's no volume down here that this was a 5th wave, which would tell you then you've got an ABC coming. Some people are saying that Elliott wave doesn't work and everybody changes labels and things, and I haven't been doing that hardly at all except just to subdivide higher. So I called this third wave over at the top and was looking for a fourth wave. So we're now getting that. But now you can see volumes hit new lows, new lows, new lows, while price is holding. So I still think the Bitcoin bull market is still alive and with us. So I still like everything here. Now, when we had that B wave rally in Bitcoin, when I warned everybody we could turn down, I mean, that did give you the 108 in Litecoin. And, but that chart's holding up very well. So I don't have a buy in Litecoin. I actually have no buys on any coin really off of the Wyckoff software as of yet. Ethereum had that run up to 280, right back down to 230. But that one still looks good. We're long from much lower levels. Anybody that's been on the show knows that. We're long down at 110. So keeping those longs on. Litecoin from the software, same thing. All of our buys are in profits. Ripple, I had mentioned, I believe on the live broadcast, support would be 36. That's exactly where we came down to. So, that would be a jump across the creek on big green volume down here. And volume is not too high now here on the sell-off. I'd say Ripple at 37 is pretty good. And then just all the other usual coins. Still, there's BAT. Right up to that 50% retracement. I did say I thought BAT would kind of trade sideways. That you could trade that one. BNB. Still strong. Looks higher. Decred. Still strong. Higher, I would say. EOS. It'd be interesting. That could be a jump or an up thrust, but I'm going to say it's more of a jump with the 50% pullback. So still like that. ICX down 8%, a little deeper than I'd like, but hasn't hurt anything. Yeah, Stephen, I use LA Wave, as I'd said before, just to throw on top of my software charts, and especially the volume. So it kind of showed you that, third waves have big volume, which would be this volume here coming in. The only way to, I say, really check volume would be doing it on a 5-minute basis like we do with the software. And the fifth wave had no volume. That's why I was calling this rally suspect. Then I saw a pattern that plays out a lot from just 40 years of trading. So, and again, Patreon, $30 a month. Some guys are saying that's too cheap. We might raise it on down the road, but right now we're trying to build a community. We'd probably grandfather people in if we do raise the price. Later, Moscow. So 105 people, I think, over there. So we're pretty happy with that. Great community. A lot of people, as Nick had said, we got Johnny Cool over there with EOS and different people that have a lot of knowledge on individual coins. I give trades in there. I give updates, answer questions. That's kind of where I first go to make sure everybody's taken care of. Then let's look at, these are some charts I printed out before I got started. So again, Bitcoin's at 48, so I do not have a buy on Bitcoin USD. Bitcoin USDT, technometer 42.71. I mean, a bull market 40 could be a buy, so still don't have it. So again, we might mouse a little bit lower. What's up, Lloyd? There's Bitcoin USD. I've got some labelings on it. This could be a wave 4 ending over here, which would be new highs immediately. I'm going to lean. This is the LA Wave intraday count that I'm using on Bitcoin USDT. This is one I talked about. This is the one I really like. So we had a buy on this wave 4. That blue line should be brought down a little bit. And then we had 5 waves up. We had a buy on this too. And then and that was also the 6,000 breakout. Then I had a buy on at the 6,900 on this wave 4. Then I gave a sell on this wave 3, wave 5 that ended. So If that's the case, this again is still a bigger wave forward working over here with huge downside sell volume coming in and price still relatively holding. So I don't think we're doing any problem with this sell-off. There's Ethereum USD intraday. Kind of has followed price much better than most of these coins. But there's Ethereum USD on the daily, 44 on the technometer down here at the lower right. Litecoin USD 5-minute intraday. You can see no volume on this last rally. There's even more bullish counts you can throw on this, that this could be another 1-2 starting. So you'd want to be a buyer of Litecoin here or a little bit lower. New lows in volume, price holding. There's Ethereum USDT. You can see volume in a steep downtrend, price basically in a steep uptrend. Litecoin 41.66 on a technometer. There's Litecoin USDT. Same thing, downtrend in volume, price holding. Neo, same type of thing. Normally when you have a good rally like this and a 50% retracement, volume going to a new low while price holds, that has given us buy signals. What's up, Head Magister? Long time no hear. A lot of times the course kind of tries to teach that, and I'll try to teach it definitely here and on the Patreon, but if the technometer is oversold, then you're figuring that volume is at least done going down for a few days and would give price a chance to rally. So you'd want to jump on the coin and then have a close stop in case it peters out. So we've waited mostly for technometers to get oversold on the daily and then for a divergence to come in. Because here on this chart again, you can see the OP on a daily going to new lows while price is hitting higher lows. Technometer was a buy over here at the 73, which we gave. Because over here, if you remember, OP was hitting new lows, price was holding, technometer was oversold. That was the buy I have marked on the chart at 74-ish. And then we did the same thing again, except we didn't get an oversold technometer. Now we've done it again on a bigger basis. OP goes to another new low, and we're not oversold yet, so I can't say I've got a buy-in. But no problems as of yet. There's XRP. So again, most of these coins look the same. There was ICX. What do I recommend buying on this drop? I mean, at some point here, I probably think you can throw a dart. I mean, I bought some Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin last night. I'm still staying in the normal. I mean, own some ADA, BAT, BNB, Decred, all the ones I really go over. KMD, Zen. I'd still like XLM. I'd like Dash. I think, for risk reward, you got to have quite a bit in Bitcoin because that's where the money's going to go first. So if we go back, this is the chart I've been showing where we got the trolls saying Elliott wave doesn't work and Wyckoff doesn't work. Yeah, okay. The calls that I've had, that's not from luck. So that's from years of Wyckoff and years of Elliott wave. Nobody could call the calls I've made just from luck. So learn some Wyckoff, learn some Elliott wave. But Wyckoff is 95% of what we're doing here with the Elliott wave icing on top of it. So, because you can't get caught up in Elliott wave counts and risking hard-earned money on it. XRP, I'd say I'd buy right now. I have no buy on, you got to realize, especially new people, because we're getting a lot of new people in here. The buys marked here from the software. or it's an Elliott wave buy based on an Elliott wave pattern that I liked, and the software halfway backed it up. So the last one of those would have been up here at the 6,900 because we did an irregular flat that was simple to trade. That was on the way to 8,200. Then I gave the sell on 8,200 because of, again, mostly Elliott wave, because the software didn't give me a sell because plus volume is not coming into these markets. So I do not have a buy by the software right now. Elliott wave, I mean, the ABC that we're experiencing here. I mean, we've had 5 waves down, and we're going to. So I think short term, yeah, somewhere down here, it's going to have a buy. I would like the software to give me that buy before I really tell people it's okay to dip your feet back in. But I still think, we weren't buying. The last buy we have was 6,900, sell at 8,150 or so. And then I said we could break to 7,000, which we've done. So if you want a specific buy, I can't do that at the moment. ADA, I had the software up. I mean, ADA, we've talked about this over and over. Head and shoulders bottom, preliminary support, last point of support. Came up and checked through the highs and backed up. I still like ADA. That one should blow through the highs, I would think, next time up. XLM, slow to get going. Now as we trace 50% of that rally. Volume is trailing off some here, so I still think XLM is all right here. Asher, I'm not going to show point and figure charts. I mean, some of them work on TradingView, like for a Litecoin, point and figure. Some of those come up easily on our software. I'm still having issues. That's one of the things trying to get fixed. So we've not used point and figure here much, which was a big part of what Wyckoff did. I wouldn't go all in on Link. No. I'd have a small position there. A lot of the Patreons have had small positions there, but I really do not. There's Link USD. That was a Palm Beach. IOTA, we've not talked about in a long, long time. IOTA USD. A lot of the charts a little bit weaker look like this. I mean, still not a bad looking chart. Some volume did come in here. 50% retracement. Since I'm friendly on Bitcoin, I think all these coins are probably okay here. Got a lot of new names in here with no wrenches. What's up, Outlaw? I mean, so there's where we're at. We called this rally here as well live on air. I mean, everybody knows I've been on fire here, but be careful. What up, Texas Outdoorsman? Because I can get out of sync too, but I've been on this whole rally this year, I'd say almost basically perfect. This is a leading diagonal A or 1, which I had labeled. I gave a sell up here, about 81.50. That would be a B or a 2. So we've done an ABC down by Elliott wave, or we've done a 1, 2, 3. This is going to be different ways to count this out before you can really say it's over with. But obviously the worst of the decline, I think, is behind us. We still could run down, catch some stops, screw a few people. I'd be a buyer at 67.50 if we would get that on any type of scare. Randy, if you've been in there for a while and being cool, we wrench you. Normally I would wrench. If Nick was here, I would throw out some wrenches, but we'll get you next time if you come back. If you bring something to the community, we really wrench people. So again, WyckoffSMI.com, a lot of free Wyckoff stuff at the library. $1,000 course there if you want to learn Wyckoff. LearnCrypto.io if you want to do a $300 course more about cryptos and have access to me. Our Patreon's $30 a month. And I also manage crypto assets at 3% annual fee. And I manage stock assets at Charles Schwab. KMD will throw up because that's one that I have been few small positions in. Go back out to the 4 hour, which I like to look at most of the time. Long that from like 93. Thought it was going to get going there the other day, $1.35, and had a pretty sharp sell-off, but still trying to hold in there. Let's look at VChain USD down 11%. We'd call that a jump across the creek and a backup. A Wyckoff term, another same area backup. I mean, I would think this one could get going. Rally back here to 0085, and then above this 9 level, I think would get a rush to run to the upside. If you're just in here, Daniel XRP, I said on a video update the 36 would be support on a pullback. We did that perfectly. By Wyckoff, we've been talking about this forever. We had a spring and a test. The software gave us a buy on here because the volume went to a new low. Price didn't. Big volume come in. And this sell-off's probably, again, just shaking out the last of the bulls, getting a few more people bearish. And then I would think try the upside again. There's TLT. I've been long forever. Right up here at the highs. I think that one still works higher, so that's been a good trade for us. We'll look at Tesla on the stock software here real quick. Somebody asked for that. Crypto 420, what's up? New lows for the move. Technometer's oversold, but want to be careful with that in a downtrend. So not good. Looks like distribution, and now we got markdown. So 211, that thing's getting cheap. And nothing really on the OP. I mean, we had hit new highs on volume to here, which would have been really a last point of supply. So it looks like we got some people caught long in Tesla. While we're here, Shopify's been one that I've liked longer term fundamentally. That one, quick sell off to 241, then boom, 280. That's still one that I like. Ulta is not on here. I didn't update it to this computer, sorry. I think we talked about this slide before, but I thought it was interesting. TD Ameritrade says attendance is off the charts at Bitcoin education events. That's a big deal. That means regular stock traders and investors are wanting to be a part of crypto. I think that brings huge demand into the crypto space. $480 in here watching. Appreciate it. So there's Bitcoin USDT intraday with the software. Again, I get a lot of questions now, so I hate to be repetitive for people that's been here forever, but the software is not available for subscribers. I use it. I throw it on these broadcasts. We throw it in Patreon. So I do not have a buy signal as of yet. The buy signals are marked on this chart, and we've not had a sell signal since the first of the year. So continuing to give buys on the way up. And I was hoping I'd get a buy here in the next, on this sell-off to 7,000. I've not gotten it yet. So, and it's not going to happen today or tomorrow, I don't think. So, and Elliott wave-wise, yeah, 7,000 down here looks like a decent risk-reward to be long. I mean, theoretically, I guess there's risk down here to 5,200. I personally don't think there's risk there because of the strong buying that we had. But Elliott Wave would say the previous fourth is support, so there's risk of that, but I don't see it. Because we've had so much selling already, as you can tell from these charts. And price always seems to just make a nice little slight retracement, as you can see. This retracement's just of a higher degree level off of the wave 3 that I've shown. And for somebody that doesn't understand Elliott Wave, I mean, basically what that means is this is a 1, 2, this is a 3, and we're doing the white 4, I've been calling it. But inside there we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a wave 3. So these corrections were of smaller degree. This correction's of a degree to match the 1, 2. So this correction will be deeper and more ferocious, which it already has been. But at 8150, I warned that because of the software kind of showed that Elliott wave count would work, that we were ending a wave 3. When I throw the triangle on here, that just means that's my guess. It can be a flat, it can be a triangle, it can be lots of different things. So that was just a guess for me to tell people that 6,900, 7,000 would be the previous fourth, which is an easy area for it to go to. If we're going lower, I don't think it's happening today. It's not happening this weekend. It would happen after we have some type of consolidation. Then if I see trouble, we'll look for a further deeper sell-off. I mean, if you're asking about, if we go to the daily, I mean, again, we're talking about this fourth wave, which if this Elliott wave count is right, then this will lead to another 5-wave advance to, let's say, through 10,000. I would think would get everybody excited. Then that would be a larger completed wave 1 up. Then we would need an ABC down to previous fourth wave support, which would be back down to this 7,000 level where we're at. So that could be a 10,000 down to a 7,000, 30% sell-off. And maybe alts come alive or whatever. So those are just things, try to monitor as we go. Once we have that 1, 2, then we're headed to 20,000 plus and a strong wave 3 to the upside. And again, I own Wyckoff SMI, so I do the Wyckoff method. I just throw Elliott Wave on top of it because I've seen Elliott Wave. I could show you charts over the years from 1980s, etc., that I did trading championships with. Elliott Wave worked perfectly. So if you just get in the flow and know where we're at, you can trade pretty crazily. And that's what I've done. I mean, the Wyckoff and the Elliott Wave's given me that. I do find it interesting. A lot of people are wanting trade signals, asking me for trade ideas. I don't think we've sold a course this week, which is crazy. So it's like nobody wants to learn it themselves and become an expert. They just want the quicker advice from Nick and I and the easy money. So what's up, Chris T? I wish more people would purchase the course and learn it and kind of be more of a help to the community. And again, also knowing the Patreon, we've been doing one Patreon only broadcast. We need to probably do more of those so everyone understands the OP force technometer, etc., all of that. Yeah, we're live, Edwin. How high can wave B go? I mean, again, right now we're back in this here, so it'd be a 0.618 possibly of the decline. So, you know, let's just say 77, 7,800 if we're doing this triangle. But it could be, again, lots of different ways to make this correction happen. And my software is not giving me any, there's no divergences here really. We got to kind of go off this here. Everything to the right looks kind of in lockstep. So there's nothing for me to really look at. This will be Bitcoin USD 5-minute intraday. Price on top, volume on bottom. Same thing over here. If you go from this wave 3 high, everything's pretty well in lockstep. There's nothing going on down here. So cannot add much to it. If you haven't done it, follow Wyckoff on crypto if you want some of my ideas pretty quick, especially if you're not in the Patreon, the Discord. Stunner D, what is STUNAD 620, I think it is. Yeah, there it is. That's my normal co-host for anybody in here new. He sits across the table from me. Usually we do Monday through Thursday, 6:30 Central Standard Time. Yeah, Stephen, and I don't have time to answer those questions like on Twitter and stuff. I try to answer a lot, but people just, then if you're not right, they jump all over you. Which course is the best? Simon Lee. I mean, it matters. If you want to really get into Wyckoff, I'd buy the Unleashed course for the $9.99. And if you're interested in stock software to pick up stocks, if you're new to the game, just want to learn a little bit of Wyckoff, you're trading cryptos, do the $2.99 course. Then you can go to the Unleashed later, and I'll give you a discount to
Show me
make
the
sure
money.
you don't get
Doing
double
a
charged.
great job.
So one or the other. Matters what your interests are. All right, Nick had a spacesuit on the other day. It's sitting over on the railing here. Yeah, Bitcoin's firming up. So I might get credit for calling the low at 7,000. So 6,900, 7,000. Easy to count this on the way down. This was definitely a 1-2. And then still down here, it could get a little tricky. This could be the 3. This could be a 4. So we could mouse up here 73, 7,400, and then slap it down to 6,700 again. Again, that doesn't really change anything. End of year Bitcoin, I mean, if you go back to the big chart, the 1-2 I just showed, I mean, I would say you're rolling through, just guessing, I mean, you're rolling through 14, 15,000 going to 20 at the end of the year to get everybody excited. What was my biggest risk profit trade ever? I mean, if you're saying that, I probably have to say corn market in 1996 because it built our home. So considering a loan on your 401k, I can't agree with that. That's a lot of risk, but I wouldn't tell you to not do it. No, I mean, I think we'll be knocking on 20,000 maybe at the end of the year. And again, that guess is, don't put any money on that guess. We got to trade these every day, every week. Because when people ask me objectives on something, I don't think you can have an objective on something until you see the move get started. I mean, you can run a point and figure chart to try to get an objective, but just saying I'm going to buy Litecoin here at 85 because I know it's going to 120 is foolish. Too many people do that. That's a waste of breath. In the corn market, I took 5,000 to $1.5 million in about 4 months. And that was for a customer. Deep Pilot, I'd spread the money around. It don't matter if it's small amounts, you can still get invested in cryptos. So pick out 8 coins, spread the money around. I think stocks are, let's just say, I said this before when we had the sell-off into December. I didn't think stocks were collapsing. I thought that was a correction. We would work sideways to higher and then still have another run higher. I think that still happens, and I think that helps cryptos, which that's exactly what has happened. Stocks firming up has kept the speculative juices available and kept crypto going higher as well. So I think stocks stay friendly, but cryptos is where the money's going to be made. And normally for new people, we go over quite a few stocks here. We got the same thing on the stock software. So There's GDXJ, Gold Mining Juniors. We're long here. Not happy that it's overbought now. Today was a reversal, so trying to get long a little precious metals. Here's interest rates. Lower interest rates has helped stocks, so we've been long this back here at these two areas. Still long. Almost got stopped out here. Technometer's neutral, so I would think bonds are heading higher, interest rates still lower, which keeps probably U.S. stocks moving higher. And everybody wants to be in U.S. stocks, so it seems like that's just the game and staying that way. Later, Dela Cruz. And there's the SPY ETF, and you can see down here Technometer is getting close to overbought. I do a weekend review report on the weekends, so go to wyckoffsmi.com if you want that. Sign up with your email address. This looks a little toppy over here on the SPY. The DIA, Spider Dow, 49 getting close to the 50. I would think U.S. stocks are going to probably try the downside a little bit, or at least sideways. There's Bitcoin 72.20. So there we are, 72.45. Trying to work higher. If you're trying to trade, you got to buy the dips and sell some rips. You don't want to be chasing things. So again, this could still be a triangle down here. We still could see another sell-off. If you're trying to get long for another rally to 10 grand, you know, you don't want to be worried about $100 here and there. What up, Dustin? Yeah, we are killing subscribers. We're killing Patreon. So we got a good group here. And a lot of people that we had from the previous channel are working their way back here. So but really, guys, that's really running down to what I had. Let me see if my there's a link for the Patreon.
I'm rich, bitch!
So that's it. There's Carrie, who I'm going to see Sunday. Haven't seen her in a few weeks. Monday morning, Dell's here to hopefully fix my trade system. Anybody new here? This is our trading office. Behind us is my trading setup. Nick's usually here when he's here doing this show. So I've never gone live here for myself. I wanted to make sure I could work it. I didn't want the computers knocking out. So again, that's it. Have a good weekend. Any big action, I'll probably jump back on. But I'll definitely be on Patreon, definitely be on Twitter some. And we'll be live back here if I can. So peace out. Have a good weekend.
Hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you gotta be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.